Dist community in the house, thank you for waking up and starting your day with us because we truly appreciate it. We have over 30 organizations here providing services that you're about to meet this morning, so thank you all for coming out. Now, before I turn it over to Mr. 4th District, who's going to make brief remarks today, I do want to welcome and thank all of our sponsors who helped make this event happen. Thank you to the Winfield Overbrook Revitalization Corporation, who is our nonprofit partner for this event. Thank you very much. Thank you to Belmont Behavioral Health, PCOM, Wells Fargo in the house, Highmark Whole Care, America Health, Pico is in the house, thank you very much, Comcast, the Gallman Group, Health Partners, Liberty Coca-Cola, Aetna, Dedicated Senior Medical, and Daily Dove Care, who sent us their very, very nice mascot, so make sure you give him a shout out today as well. Now, I know that since this is the 13th annual Black Captains Boot Camp, that I know that you all came for the resources and the information, but you know that we always come with the good swag. Can I get an amen? Okay, so this year, the giveaway will be 200 Ring doorbells to our participants today who are in the audience. But I will say you do have to stay until the end of the event. So no Ring doorbell if you're planning on leaving early. So, okay. Alright, so here's what I'm going to need y'all to do. I'm going to need you to give it up to our host, Mr. 4th District. Let's give him a round of applause.
That was Samantha Williams, Esquire, one of the brightest bulbs in the box of legal minds in the city of Philadelphia. She was a former assistant district attorney. She gave that up to come be with us, and now she is a lawmaker. She makes it happen. Do not let the girl smile fool you. She's tough as she needs to be, nice as she wants to be. Give it up for Samantha Williams. I know we're all excited, but I'm gonna ask for one favor. One favor. I need a moment of silence for the block captains that were at the 12th annual that could not make it due to COVID or thank you. I want to tell you something. We call this the lucky 13th. Yes. And the reason we said that we refuse to be unlucky is because we've been through a pandemic, social unrest, we've been through an economic downturn, we went through an election, but I'm not going to get political, but had the Democrats, Joe Biden, not gotten into Washington, tell them what kind of budget we would have been dealing with today. So we are happy and lucky all to be here. But let me tell you why else we're lucky. I'm lucky because of you. Block captains are the fundamental building block for any good community. Give yourselves a round of applause. I love my fellow elected officials. Yeah. I do. I love my community civic organizations. I do. They do good work. But without boots on the ground, without eyes on the streets, we won't know what we don't know to be able to make a difference. When I got called out, I forget, see if this is near, to her block. Last Saturday, 8 in the morning, they were doing things that our parents used to do. They were cleaning the block. Wow. They were sweeping up leaves. They were picking up trash. And they were telling me, oh, those people over there, they play their music too loud. Those people over there, a little sketchy. But that kind of information given to elected officials, given to civic organizations, makes all the difference in the world. In my district, people get upset when they see trash. In our district, people call me often when a light is out. But those are the information pieces that we give back to the people in the streets department, in the water department, to make a difference in the quality of life for the people we all serve. So I'm lucky to have you, and I'm grateful for you. And so with that, I want your health is wealth. And I'm gonna bring up Sheriff Rochelle Bilal to lead you. This is the first female drill sergeant. This block, 13 years. 13 years now. It's going to come up and lead us in passive exercises. No jumping on the floor, no jumping out your seats, no burpees. No, we're not Zumba, but we're going to get the blood flowing. Give me a 4th District welcome to Sheriff Rochelle Bilal.
Good morning. Let me just say this. Block captains are the most important group of people in this city that do the work, that give us the information. You keep your neighborhood safe. Be the newsy neighbor. Be the newsy neighbor. Be the extra grandma. Be the extra auntie. Be the extra brother. Be the extra sister. You are the most important person in this city. And if you don't know it, I don't know what you don't know. Because y'all are out there. Y'all making calls. What's this? Who's that? Where they coming from? I saw this. How come that? Y'all are important. Y'all are the first line of defense for every single thing that goes on in the city, and I don't want you to ever forget that. So I need to rally y'all up for this rally, because y'all got to get to work done. Y'all got to go back to work. I don't want nobody to break no bones. I'm just here to get you started. Are y'all ready? Yeah. I'm going to have y'all do some splits. No, I'm not happy. Hey, we're going to go with the hands up. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up. Hands down. Let's get the chant on. We are. The block captains. The block captains. We are. The community. We are. Important. We are. The block captains. We push people away. Who's going to destroy our neighborhoods. We push them away. Going to destroy our neighborhoods. We keep our community safe. We keep our community safe. We are. The block captains. We are. The block captains. We are. The most important thing. In this city. We are the number one. We are the 4th District. We are. Important. Yay! Now get the squats. Oh, we ain't gonna do that? I gotta run, y'all. I'm just so thankful for being invited out here. I think the block captains are really wonderful, because the ones on my block keep me in line. So thank y'all for doing what you do. You know how to get in contact with me. God bless. Stay safe.
Okay. So next, we're going to hear from someone that we're always, always, always happy to see in the 4th District. Senator Vincent Hughes, please come to the microphone.
What's up, family? What's up, family? Give it to Councilman Curtis Jones Jr. How many years you started this a long time ago, man? How many? 13, and it keeps getting better and better and better and better. So we want to, and better, one more time. All right, so we want to thank the councilman once again for getting us all together. We know it's been rough. We know it's been tough. Keep your mask with you, you know what I mean? Keep your mask with you. You know, wear it when you got to, wear it when you need to. So look, this ain't complicated. What's up, Giselle Jones? What's up, Giselle? Y'all say hello to the First Lady, the 4th Councilman District. Come on out here and show the people. Come on, give it to people. Come on. All right, Giselle, that's enough. All right, okay, all right. That's enough. She's the one that keeps the councilman going. She's the one that keeps him on his P's and Q's, always looking good. Every time you see him on a Zoom, it's because of her. So look, y'all, this ain't complicated. This ain't complicated. Get all the resources that you can get here. Get every piece of information that you can get here. Get all the little phone numbers, email addresses, websites that you can get here. But here's what you got to do. You can't leave it on the dining room table. No. Right there. You can't leave it on the dining room table. Because that's called being selfish. All right? You got to spread this out to the people in your block, to the people in your neighborhood. You just can't hoard it to yourself. You got to spread this love around. You got to push it out there. And then I got one more mission. So that's my first point. But I got one more point. And this is about Harrisburg, where I roam.
Yes,
yes. All right?
Yes, yes.
Harrisburg has underfunded our schools. Yes. Harrisburg has underfunded our communities. Harrisburg has not provided the resources to rebuild our neighborhoods. Harrisburg has allowed these crazy gun laws to exist in Pennsylvania and has denied us the opportunity to put our own gun laws in place. Right. Harrisburg. So I'm not trying to take away from the councilman's joy, but you know what we do. We take one piece that's strong and build on it to do the next piece. Now this is strong work here, my brother. Good work. Good community work. But if you don't find your way to call some knucklehead in Harrisburg, you heard what I'm saying. All right? You heard what I'm saying. And tell them that if they're not going to change the gun laws, then give us the money to invest in our communities so our young people have another way and another path. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? It's real simple. It ain't complicated. And I hope all of y'all are recording this. And then I hope you spread it. We got you heard me, Maria, an $8 billion budget surplus in Harrisburg. You heard me. You heard me. $8 billion. More than enough. More than enough to fund the schools. More than enough to provide a job for every young person who wants one. You heard what I said. All right? More than enough to match the great program for housing that the city council just announced a couple days ago. And we can build on that to make housing affordable, to rebuild the houses in your own communities. But if you don't put the pressure on, it ain't gonna happen. There you go. Now, I'm not lying to you. I'm chair of the Appropriations Committee. I know the numbers up one side, down the other. That money is real. That money is real. And the truth about it is, it's your tax dollars. Your tax dollars. Thank you, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, for making it happen. So, Councilman, I'm just going to say this. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. All right, you and your colleagues have been picking it up and putting it down. You don't get the credit that you deserve. All right? But the way I'm saying right now, let's take this movement that we got right here at the Block Captain's Boot Camp, 100 strong, and let's drive it up to Harrisburg. And let's demand our money, to fix our schools, to rebuild our neighborhoods, to make our communities safe. We can do it, but we need your power, we need your voice, and I believe in you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. This rally, and let's get it done, and let's get it done right now. Thank you very much.
All right, Senator Hughes is trying to find the check. We're going to let him do that. And while we bring up our champion and our survivor, Councilmember Maria Quinones Sanchez.
Good morning, everyone. I am Maria Quinones Sanchez, and I am the sister that Curtis never wanted. Councilman Jones and I had the unique honor to join council around the same time, and we did a whole lot of planning, except what happens when you win. And we were poor for about 7 months. And we used to fight about who was paying for the coffee. There's plenty of coffee here today. Thank you, Councilmember Jones, and thank you so much. Councilmember Jones and I went into council at a unique time, and we brought a collaborative spirit. And I want to talk about that because all across the city, district council members like myself hold boot camps. It ain't the 4th Councilmanic District boot camp, I must say. But we hold boot camps all over the city because we came here and we saw civic engagement. We saw power in the people, and we said, we're going to go do that back at home. So I want to thank all of you because whether you realize it or not, you have influenced the way we operate across the city. So on behalf of the 7th Councilmanic District, thank you. Like our good senator, he's in the 7th senatorial. There's something about 7. I am also chair of appropriations in City Council. I want to thank him for acknowledging that when Harrisburg doesn't give us what we need, City Council doesn't sit here and says, Harrisburg didn't do. We get together with our finance chair and our council people and we try to deliver, right? And what you saw this week, whether it was our housing plan, after the social unrest, the city council new normal budget where we say we're going to invest in people, we're not going to be scared, we're going to double down and we're going to invest in people. This council did it. Under the leadership of Council President Clark, we have invested millions for summer employment, for some of the anti-violence, anything and everything to give our young people something else to do and for them to meet their potential. So I want to thank Councilmember Jones and his entire team, all of the folks that have come out here and supported all of you in this work, and say to you, the 4th leads. The 4th leads. The 4th leads about how other people do stuff around the city of Philadelphia. We all thank you for that. Gracias.
Thank you, Councilwoman. So, I would like to think that I'm the smartest lawyer in City Council, but really I'm just the shortest. So let's bring up the smarter and taller lawyer in Philadelphia City Council. Please welcome Councilmember Derek Green.
Good morning, 4th District. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. I know this is a Saturday, but it feels like a Sunday. We got our worship leader, Samantha Williams. We had our guest preacher, Senator Hughes, come in. We have our Pastor Jones giving us this inspiration because this feels like a block captain's revival because you do the hard work every day. You have a title that you decided to take on, to do the work in our communities, to bring communities together. I know sometimes you get a little tired when a neighbor knocks on your door and say, there was trash over here, or this issue, but you are the ones who are doing all the great work in this district. And we know we've had a lot of challenges in our city. Issues with gun violence, homelessness, economic development, opioid addiction, but it's the work and the spirit that you do every single day. And you don't always get the credit that you rightfully deserve. So I feel so happy and energized today. I have a lot of events going on today, but I had to be here because the block captains are doing what needs to be done in the 4th Council District. And if we just take this spirit around the city of Philadelphia, we will have such a better city. So although we're here, you have a lot of great speeches. I know you're going to take all this information from all the great community activists and advocates and organizations and take it back to your block. But it's important that you remember the spirit and the energy that we have here today. When you get a little tired, a little challenged, it's because of the work that you're doing every single day that makes this district an outstanding district, and collectively, that's how we're going to move this city forward. So thank you for being here on this Revival Saturday. I want to thank all of you for all the great work you're doing, and I'll see you later. Thank you.
Okay, so we got a lot more people that we want you to hear from, but we're going to take a pause for 1 second. I do want to highlight 2 additional sponsors that I did not recognize in the beginning, so please give a hand to Penn Medicine and the Urban League of Philadelphia, who also helped to sponsor this event. So the reason that we are taking a pause is because, as we know, as a part of Block Captains Boot Camp, we like to highlight some of our esteemed community groups and block captains that have joined us today. So I do want to present and call up members of our community today to receive citations. The first, I'd like to call up Doris Williford from Community Action Group. Please come to the front of the group. I would also like to call up Lynette Hill from the Friends of Granahan Group. Please come to the front of the group. I would also like to call up Elaine Gillison, who is accepting on behalf of Dr. Allen, on behalf of OWN. Please come to the front of the group. And then I would also like to call up our Advocate of the Year, Renee Crabbill. Will you please come to the front of the room? Thank you all so much for what you do for our community and for the 4th District. Councilman, if you want to come and present the citations, please.
Okay, you're all right, you're okay.
Elaine, are you up here for Dr. Allen? I'm so sorry. Okay, so therefore, by virtue of this citation, the City Council of Philadelphia is hereby recognizing these esteemed groups of the 4th Councilmanic District for the 13th Annual Block Captains Boot Camp. Thank you so much for the work that you do. All right. So I want to introduce you to some very important people in our city. I want to call up our city commissioners, Bluestein and Samir, so they can talk to you a little bit about what they do.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Is everybody excited about our election on Tuesday, May the 17th? Well, guess what? You can vote right now. A lot of people have received your ballots. You have received them. So again, please do not leave your ballots in your house. I have received phone calls of people losing their ballots, people spilling pizza on their ballots, spilling soup on their ballots, people with ballots on the refrigerator. Please, when you get them, send us back to us as early as possible. But again, we have up until May the 9th to apply for your vote by mail ballot. You still have time, but we want you to do it right now. And Monday is our voter registration deadline. We have until 11:59 p.m. to turn in your voter registration. You can do it online. You can go to PhiladelphiaVotes.com. It's very simple. And the County Board of Elections will be open until 11:59 p.m. in person for you to come and you can drop off your voter registration forms. And just remember, most people are registered, but Pennsylvania has a closed primary. So what does that mean? If you are independent, then you cannot vote for a candidate in this upcoming election. So you have to be registered, either a Democrat or a Republican, to vote for candidates. So we want to spread that word, spread that message out there for everyone. And please call our office if you need anything. My office is at 215-686-3462. Remember, the more we vote, the more we get. And we have our youngest commissioner, Commissioner Bluestein, come on up.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Just want to say thank you. Thank you to the block captains. Thank you to the committee people. Thank you to the election board workers. Some of you are all three. Thank you for what you do in your communities to get people out to vote. It's really important that we get everyone out to vote, because your vote is your voice, and it's what's going to make a difference. So thank you all for the hard work that you do helping people vote. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our city commissioners. Thank you very much. Okay, so next, I'm going to call up someone who educates us on a weekly basis, and by us I mean some of the women in City Council. Our sportiest member of City Council, our sports expert here today, Councilmember Thomas. Thank you for teaching me about basketball, or whatever you guys talk about. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm going to be very brief. My name is Councilmember Isaiah Thomas. I'm a council member at large in the city of Philadelphia. I just want to say thank you. That's really it. At the end of the day, without you waking up every day, providing and equipping your neighbors with the information and the resources that are being given out today, and that we try to communicate to you throughout the course of the year, most of our citizens in the city of Philadelphia would be lost, right? Our black captains are the backbone when it comes to small things, like when your trash street cleaning is coming, right? When the trash pickup might be delayed. How do I get a recycling bin? What do we do about this pothole? These are issues that you guys address on a consistent basis in your sleep. So you could be doing anything right now on a Saturday morning, and you chose to be here to make your neighborhood better, to make your community stronger, and to ensure that your neighbors have the things they need to best serve the citizens of Philadelphia. So thank you everybody for being here. I'm going to hang a little bit if you have any questions for me, but I think we should take a moment to give not just Councilmember Jones a round of applause, because I know what it means to be the council member to stand up here, but I can imagine how hard his staff has had to work to make sure that you have everything that you need today. There are hundreds of people here, there are dozens of vendors, and the amount of information that you get is priceless. So Councilmember Jones, thank you, but Team Jones, thank you so much.
Got to give a shout out to the coordinator of this event, Charlita Davis. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Thank you so much, Councilmember, and I know that we will all be getting raises after this event. Thank you very much. Woo! Okay, so looks like me and I don't know why. Councilmember Gauthier. Welcome. Thank you, little sis. Good morning, Block Captains. I am Councilmember Jamie Gauthier. I represent the 3rd District, which is the district right next to this one. And it's so good to be here this morning and to see this room so full. This is, I think, one of the events that I admire most that my colleague Councilmember Jones does, because it's appreciating you. You all are boots on the ground. You all are the front line in terms of keeping our neighborhoods clean and safe and connecting people to resources. And so congratulations, Councilmember Jones, on mine is next week. We started a similar event because I admire this event so much. So my event is like baby Block Captains boot camp. But, you know, we'll grow and grow and grow, and I learn from watching the best. So thank you very much, and congratulations. All right now, next, I'm just pleased to welcome and be in the presence of our fearless Majority Leader of City Council. Please welcome Majority Leader Sherelle Parker.
Let me start. Listen. I'm an English teacher by profession and I'm Baptist, so I need some call and response. Let me hear y'all say the power of the people. It's greater than. The people in power. Power of the people. It's greater than. The people in power. Councilmember Curtis Jones started organizing this event before it was a popular thing to do. I just left Councilman Jones at Roosevelt High School in the 8th District, and that's why Councilmember Cindy Bass is not here. She's doing an anti-violence walk in her district. And it was called the Revival of the Village. You can't revive something that doesn't have power. When you acknowledge that you're going to revive it, it has to have power. Councilmember Curtis Jones, in his innovative thinking, understood that if we want the people in our neighborhoods to be empowered to take care of themselves, to put them on a path to self-sufficiency, he had to empower you, their chief connectors, with access to information that will help him. That's not an easy thing to do, Councilmember Jones. So I want to say thank you for your leadership. I'm going to be here. I ain't leaving, y'all. Y'all going to have to get rid of me today. But I'm here today to learn from the leader, the master, on how to do it. And if you, Councilmember Gauthier, are having a baby boot camp, mine is still in the embryo. I haven't even started yet. But I'm here very much to learn, and thank you all so very much for what you do. Appreciate you.
Okay, so I don't think our next speaker needs really any introduction, but he is one of my favorite people, so I'll just say that right now. Please welcome Senator Sharif Street.
How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? Well, I tell you, I had a guy who used to tell me every morning that he was having a great day. Some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. You're right, my daddy. I will say, and part of why he was having a great day, we would come to events like this, and you would see people who are solving problems. Now, when I got started, when I was a little kid in politics, we would always be talking about getting ready for the revolution. We were revolutionaries. Then a few years ago, probably about a decade ago now, a friend of mine, I would say my OG for some of you will know, Mr. 4th District, said we're not revolutionaries anymore, we're solutionaries.
Go ahead.
Right? He said we're solutionaries because we already got positions of power. We already control our communities. The question is, what are we going to do to solve our own problems? And you all are here to get the information so that when you got trash on your block, you got the tools to organize people to make sure your block is clean. When you see crime on your block, you got the numbers and the information to contact the people to address the crime. Because the basic quality of life issues aren't in the hands of some remote power or some system that is outside of us. The solutions and the changes that we need to make in our community start with us. That's what this boot camp is about. So the councilman, Mr. 4th District, or as I would say, my OG, Councilman Curtis Jones, he didn't want us to be sitting around waiting for somebody to come help us. He said, we got to go to war on the quality of life issues in our community, and before you go to war, you get prepared by going to a boot camp. So this is a boot camp to get us ready to deal with the problems in our community, so each and every one of us can be just like our OG, Councilman Curtis Jones, and we can be the solutionaries for the problems that we see in our community. Thank you so much, Councilman.
Okay, we just have a few more people to hear from before we start our workshops. Now, the next speaker is someone who helps to keep our city on the straight and narrow, and I certainly don't want her looking into me. Let's bring up Controller Reinhardt. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rebecca Reinhardt. I am the City Controller, which is the financial watchdog. So what I do is I look for areas that the city is wasting money to put towards things that people need. Because we know right now that there's too much of the city is not functioning the way it should. And I just want to say thank you to all the block captains here for what you're doing. But we as the city government need to do better. And I've been pushing the mayor's administration to do more, to do things better. So I've been fighting for issues such as trying to get this down and getting the trash picked up off our streets and have all of our neighborhoods get the same level of services. So that's what I'm working for and fighting for, and I'm happy to be here, and thank you so much, Councilman Jones, for organizing this. Thank you all for everything that you do. Thank you.
All right, just a few more. Now our next speaker, if you have a Tangle title, she is going to untangle it for you. Please welcome our Madam Register of Wills.
Listen, I am a block captain too. I am a block captain for over 20 years. And I appreciate a block captain boot camp. This should be a boot camp all over the entire city. And I also believe that block captains should get more resources. More resources, because a lot of times we're using our own bags, our own gloves, our own brooms. I still sweep my block as the Register of Wills. The first office I ever was elected to in the city of Philadelphia was the block captain. That's right. I got my signatures on my block, and I've been a block captain, a proud block captain for over 20 plus years. So I respect you all. As an elected official now, as your Register of Wills, I want to make sure you all understand the importance of making wills so you can protect your generational wealth. I have a booth here. I want you to take the information I'm going to speak today. It is most important. The affordable house is the one your family owns. The affordable house is the one your family owns. I put together a program called Probate Deferment Initiative where we're going to help you all. If you're living in a house and a person is dead, your grandmother, your grandfather, it is dead and you believe it's yours because it is yours because you lived there all your life, you was raised there, but it's not in your name, which means you cannot do legal things with the house. My office and these council people are here to help you, to give you assistance so you can own your property, so you can protect your generational wealth, so you can pass that generation down to your family. I want to thank you all for inviting me. My office is open, City Hall, room 180. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, #PHLROW. Are you elected me? I'm your elected activist.
here today some love, starting with someone I spent a lot of time on Zoom and community meetings with, State Representative Parker.
Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a great honor to be here. Let me tell you about how brilliant this man is.
Uh-oh.
Every Monday morning, even when I'm in Harrisburg at 7 a.m., I'm on his calls. Because you don't want to get called out. So just because it says on the schedule 7 a.m., I make sure I'm signed on at 6:58 because I don't want to get the side eye if I'm late. That's what that means in the commitment from this brother right here. But I heard somebody in the room say resources from the state. So on a recent call from Councilman Curtis Jones and my sister over here, Tara, they said we can't do what we need to do as block captains. We need individuals from the state to do what they do. Y'all need to step up. Y'all need to show us what you built like.
Let them know.
So they let us know. I said, oh, I just got here, but let me find y'all some money. So because I was able to do that, I was able to bring $250,000 for Neighborhood Town Watch. Because I heard the cry. I heard what she said. You need reflector shields. Y'all need walkie-talkies. Y'all need training. Y'all need signs. So we deliver from the state, okay? And anything else that we need to deliver from the state, we're going to make sure you have it because you guys are the boots on the ground to make sure that we know what's going on to do our jobs better. I depend on everybody in this room to let me know what's happening. If you don't let me know what's happening, I can't do my job. So that means y'all going to charge me to make sure we bring home more money so more people in this room can do their jobs better. I say thank you. I say bless you. Keep doing what you're doing so next year we got to expand it because it's more y'all doing this work. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Last but not least, coming from the 192nd Legislative District, our Representative
Thank you, Council. As you all know, I'm State Representative working CFIS and from the 192nd Legislative. And I know I'm up here to give the Block Captain Boot Camp pledge. I'm between probably lunch, I'm between, all the workshops, but, I really wanted to say thank you because over these last 2 years, you have walked with all of us to get us through one of the most difficult times in our nation's history. And you didn't just do that by asking us for resources, but you did that by connecting us to those individuals that were suffering the worst. We all knew someone that lost their lives during COVID-19. You reached out to us to help provide resources for that family. You reached out to us and knew that individual that needed that food box. You let us know where we needed to set up vaccine clinics, COVID-19 testing clinics. It was because of you that we were able to do our jobs and make it through this pandemic collectively. And I thank you for this tireless work because one thing we do, we get paid. You do not get paid. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your commitment to not just doing for your community, but believing in a future for your neighborhood with all of the challenges we are dealing with as a city. So can we give a round of applause to you? Now I would be remiss not to plug the after party to the event for the Block Captain Boot Camp, which is the Overbrook Night Market. Make sure you are in the place. May 12th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is the after party. Make sure you make it. But all seriousness, I am here to do the Block Captain Boot Camp pledge. So are we standing? What do we do? Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
If you can. If you can.
If you can. Right. Can everybody raise their right hand? Are we ready? Can we quiet down over the peanut gallery over there? Thank you. All right. Now repeat after me. I say your name. Pledge to provide leadership. Security and organization. to the residents on my block. I pledge to be fearless. In my commitment. To promoting positive social change. And justice within my neighborhood. And I pledge. To being a responsible advisor. And confidant to my fellow neighbors. We got a little bit more. I pledge. To be the most efficient block captain. Through service. Commitment and integrity. Above all. I pledge to never give up. Or give in to the injustices. I may see. Or hear within my community. Congratulations. I will turn it back to our fearless leader over here.
Thank you very much. Okay, so now the time has come for you all to learn what it is to be a good block captain. So we're going to start our workshops. Our first workshop is Block Captain 101 presented by Wells Fargo. If you're, hold on, I just got a few more sentences. If you're interested in the Block Captains 101 workshop, you're going to stay here in this room, okay? Our second workshop is going to be Comcast presents Know Your Technology. If you're interested in that workshop, you're going to go to Classroom A. We have 2 staff members here who can lead anyone over to Classroom A that's interested. If Radisha and Gail can raise their hands and let everybody know where you are. They're here somewhere, working hard in blue shirts. They will lead you to Classroom A. Oh, there they are, over there. They will lead you to Classroom A if you are interested. So please head over to the workshop that you're interested in. And thank you so much for being here today.
One more, bringing up the rear, but not the last, Jeff Brown. Give a shout out as you go to your workshop.
I know I own it, but I want to make a will.